We're your hosts, Journey Taylor
and Yazmelia Ramerez.
Welcome to TW Today. Are you a singer, actor, or dancer? Audition for Dolly Parton's hilarious musical, 9 to 5. Singing auditions begin this Monday, January 8th. Check your daily announcements and emails for the audition packet.
If you want to sharpen your ability to speak in front of people, you should definitely check out the Wauwatosa West Forensics team. Come to our meeting today after school at 3:30 in room 148. We will be beginning to choose our categories and identifying our pieces.
The yearbook is an annual book that documents our year at Wauwatosa West High School. The yearbook will meet Monday, January 8th at 3:15 in Ms. Bagwat's room. If you cannot make it but want to join, please email Ms. Bagwat. They are always looking for students to get involved in storytelling in our community.
The next Black Girls Summit meeting will be Monday, January 8th after school in room 212. Black Girls Summit is a club where Black women at West can have a comfortable place to share their thoughts and save the place. They're always looking for new members, and we'll be having a movie meeting.
Now, for everyone's favorite segment,
The Sports. Hi Trojans, this week is an exciting week for our winter sports.
Today our boys basketball team is taking on the Marquette Hilltoppers in an at-home thriller. Come see our boys fight to take back control of the conference lead. The boys are 8-4 overall and 4-1 in the Greater Metro Conference. The girls basketball team played DSHA last night, and their next game is on Tuesday, January 9th at 7 p.m. at Wauwatosa West High School. Before their game with DSHA, the girls had 8 wins and 5 losses and were 1-5 in the Greater Metro Conference.
Also today, the boys swim and dive team is traveling to South Milwaukee Middle School to go against multiple other schools. Good luck, Hurricanes!
Tomorrow, the boys varsity wrestling team has a meet at Cedar Grove Belgium High School, and the JV boys team also has a meet at Oostburg High School.
Also tomorrow, the Brookfield Stars hockey team has a game against Kettle Moraine at 7:10.
Speaking of hockey, Wauwatosa West senior Drew Sparacino was awarded Player of the Week with 3 goals and 4 assists on the week.
Ladies, are you interested in playing softball this year? If you are interested, come to our open gyms. The next one is Saturday, January 6th from 12 to 2 in the main gym.
If you are interested in joining track or field this year, there will be an informational meeting for girls on the 8th at 3:25 in the Trojan Room, and a meeting for the boys on the 11th also at 3:25 in the cafeteria.
They will be talking about the expectations for the season and go over important things to know. If you cannot attend, please contact Coach Good.
That's all the sports we have this week.
See you next week, Trojans!
Hey Jamie, do you know how to get better at shooting free throws in basketball? Practice, practice, practice. The same thing applies for doing well on the ACT. Wauwatosa West High School juniors can take a free voluntarily practice ACT exam on January 27th, Saturday at 8 a.m. You can only take this test if you have registered before. Check your emailed announcements for a link to sign up, or talk to Ms. Kretz in the Student Services Office. Space is limited. The test will begin promptly at 8 a.m. and go until 11:45 a.m.
the 2024 through 2025 FAFSA form is now undergoing a soft launch, which means it will only be accessible for brief periods of time in order to improve the student experience.
We all know someone who's not a good driver. On this week's episode of On the Street, Journey and Ava will hit the hallways to hear who's the worst driver Wauwatosa West students know. Take a look.
What's your name?
Nazaria,
And who's the worst driver you know?
my mother. What's your name?
Jack.
Who is the worst driver you know?
Chloe M.
What's your name?
Kelly.
And who's the worst driver you know?
Jack Monagle.
What's your name?
Sophie.
Who is the worst driver you know?
My brother Jack Monagle because he totaled our minivan.
What's your name?
Maya.
And who's the worst driver you know?
Me.
What's your name?
Maddie.
Who is the worst driver you know?
Probably my friend Melina because she's gotten in 2 parked car accidents.
What's your name?
My name is Connor.
And who's the worst driver you know?
I'd have to say Journey.
What's your name?
Davey Murray.
Who is the worst driver you know?
Trent Roshan.
What's your name?
Isaiah.
And who's the worst driver you know?
That's gotta be my stepmom. She don't know how to turn correctly.
What's your name?
Moses.
Who is the worst driver you know?
I would have to say Olivia Schmidt.
What's your name?
Tori.
Who's the worst driver you know? For instance, I hydroplaned off the road. It was raining. I'm a good driver.
That's all we have for today.
See you next week.